Park was once the site of the Civil War's largest prison camp. And now we know why it's haunted.
Yep.
Point Lookout began as part of St. Michael's Manor, one of 3 manors owned by Leonard Calvert, the first governor of the Maryland colony. In the 200 years leading up to the Civil War, it became a popular summer resort, complete with beach cottages, a large wharf, and a lighthouse. However, when the war started, this fun summer resort was no longer being used for this purpose anymore, so the U.S. government leased the resort and the Hammond General Hospital was built, opening its doors to the Union Army patients on August 17, 1862. Early in 1863, the authorities ordered a small number of Confederate prisoners be confined to the hospital grounds, most being Southern Marylanders accused of helping the Confederacy. Not long after the Battle of Gettysburg, the federal government expanded the hospital's grounds and built the prison camp for Confederate soldiers. Point Lookout was close to the battlefields, yet isolated enough to make escape quite difficult. The site became officially known as Camp Hoffman, a rebel camp capable of holding 10,000 prisoners of war.
Shit.
Yeah. 3 forts were erected to protect the prison, one of which, Fort Lincoln, still remains. As the war progressed, additional prisoners were assigned to Camp Hoffman. In September of 1863, 4,000 Confederate soldiers were being held at the camp. By December, the number had more than doubled to 9,000, and by the following June, more than 20,000 prisoners crowded this camp.
Fuck. They can't actually fit this many people there. It's
No.
just like they're just lined up
Yeah.
to each other, and that's how they get all those diseases and shit.
Yep. Everyone is basically, like you said, lined up face to face. I mean, there's no moving room in there. There's nowhere to go. God, imagine if you're the kind of person who just like really needed personal space. I mean, you'd be going out of your damn mind.
Like you just hate crowds.
Yes.
It's not allowed to be there. You'd be the first to go. You drive yourself crazy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. During the prison's operation, filth prevailed and wells had become contaminated. Men ended up freezing to death in these horrible little Sibley tents that offered little protection from the elements, and as usual, they had just one blanket apiece and very little wood. At the end of the Civil War in April of 1865, federal officials began transferring the Confederates south. By late June, the last of the prisoners were gone. When all was said and done, nearly 4,000 men had died at the camp from disease, starvation, or exposure. Their bodies were buried in various locations on or near the lighthouse grounds. In later years, when these grave sites were threatened by erosion, they were relocated to a spot just north of Point Lookout.